I met Bill back when he was with Oral Roberts. I think I was with Tony Baroni at Texas A&M. I just remember Bill was just a real personable guy. Like he always, knew everybody's name, high energy. But I always thought he was a really good coach. I mean, his teams are just so well coached every stop he's been at. They've been really tough defensively, and then they execute offensively. But I think the thing I remember most about Bill is just kind of person he was, man. He just bouncing around and high energy. Knew everybody's name. That stuck out to me as a younger coach coming up. He always knew everybody's name.
Going back, you have a game to scout on this one. You've competed against them once. How much do you learn from that first game going into this game, and how much have the teams changed at all, if any?
They you learn a lot. You learn, watching the game, but for them, they're gonna really be physical. They execute their stuff, and I personally think they run a lot faster at home. I think they really get that thing going. I mean, their transition, it's been noted by a lot of people. Anybody can bring it up, and they just go. And so you really got to get back and control that tempo, that crowd in that arena, man. When they really get that thing flying up the court, especially at home. They do on the road too, but on the road at home, it's really amped up. So got to be ready for that.
Porter, thanks a bunch. Good luck tomorrow, man.
Jesse Crittenden.
Porter, I appreciate your time today. Just wanted to ask, heading into a tough game on the road against Kansas, just how big is that last win against Texas Tech at home? Does that help kind of, lift, kind of put everybody in a good mood, lift everybody up kind of heading into a tough road game?
Absolutely. You needed it. You just, to get some verification that like all their efforts and staying positive pays off. And they know how big it was, to keep having to try to put big wins in the bank. We know what's ahead of us. We got a huge task ahead of us. That's opportunity. That's why you play. That's what you love to do. Got a ton of respect for them. A win anybody will tell you that it makes you feel better, especially after you've lost a couple. So our guys know what we have ahead of them, but they're confident and ready to go.
I wanted to ask, just kind of along those lines, with EJ having a couple of double-digit scoring performances in his last couple of games. Is that something that also kind of helps team morale? Just see him kind of have some good scoring performances.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of our key guys when his mind's right. He's everything's right. Man, he's as competitive as they come. And for him, he's been working, man. He's in the gym here all the time, getting extra shots up. And I think he's really letting it come to him. I thought he had a really good game. Him and Jordan have letting it come to him and not pressing. And so yeah, we need it. We need guys that can step up and score and make shots. And he's really been in a good space. And we're a better team when he is.
Appreciate it, Porter.
Colton Sully with the next question.
Stop.
Hey, Porter, I wanted to ask you about defending Agbaji. His season low this season is against you guys with 10. What did you guys figure out from that game? And then what have you guys seen on tape since then to defend?
I think he's one of the best players in the country, hands down. And he's one of the best clutch players in the country, hands down. What I saw on tape was, he didn't let the game dictate his mentality down the stretch. He hit 2 huge threes, and he had I think he had eight of their points down the stretch of his 10. And he's just, against Texas, he went and got a key offensive rebound. He just knows how to win. He's winning plays. Against Texas Tech, he hit that shot. Just against Kansas State, he swept and drove and hit that shot. They're going to him late. He wants the ball late. But I just thought that was just a really, I know they lost the game at Texas, but we talked to our guys about it. Like he didn't get the shot, then he went in and got the offensive rebound. That's what great players do. Just phenomenal player.
And then, Porter, I wanted to ask about Bijan's status and how you guys are preparing if he doesn't play.
Same thing, multiple guys having to be the point. Alston's got to come in. He got some minutes under his belt. Last game, he hadn't had a lot of minutes. He got some minutes under his belt. So hopefully we can continue to maybe get some minutes out of him and then spread it around. Different guys playing point.
Bob Prisbillo.
Piggybacking off that point, Porter, how important have the last few days been for Alston, and how nice was it to see when Mo was running the point to know that he could do it if that's what it comes down to tomorrow?
Yeah, and Mo knows, like, once we get the offense going, I mean, it's, you know, it's not a factor. So Mo can do it. You know, heck, you know, different guys can do it. Like even, you know, Jalen Hill brought it up a couple times. So, but it was important for Alston to get into that mix, you know, just to get those minutes where you're on the floor when it counts. So got to keep trying to groom him. I know it's a big test. He's going home. You know, he's from Kansas. So, you know, he's got an opportunity to continue to play. We need some minutes from him.
You mentioned before about how Wednesday's win validate all the hard work the guys have done. Did it help them? Like, I know you don't want to be looking at the tournament bracketology, but to know that type of win lets those guys know that you guys are absolutely still in that picture.
Absolutely. I don't know if validate was the great word that I used. It's just that it gives them you know, the purpose that, like, man, this is paying off, you know, to keep studying in the film room, keep grinding the practice. Our attitude's been awesome in practice. Every day they come, you know, I know you guys have asked me, how's the locker room? I go, and I said the same answer. It's been great. I mean, it's been tough. We all want to win, but they keep pushing it. So it's, I don't know if validate was the right word, but it was great to see them get some reward for them to staying positive. And the second part of your question, it was about the bracketology. You know, it's so hard not to see it now. I mean, they've been talking about it since January 1st, it seems. So to say that we don't look at it, you know, is a little bit naive. But we all understand it. It's part of it. That's what, you know, you get a good win, you put it in the bank. That's the joy of the Big 12. I mean, it's really hard to go through the Big 12 with these games, but it's opportunities. You know, you get wins, you put them in the bank. And it's different than other leagues that don't have all these opportunities. And so the guys know it. I mean, everybody knows it. You can act like you don't, but it's everywhere. It's every social media, every sports channel talks about it. And our guys just got to keep focusing in on, you know, the task at hand. You can't just worry about that and stare at all that. It's, man, what do you got to do to win? And I thought we did a great job of focusing in on what we had to do to win that last game.
Appreciate it, Porter.
Ryan Chapman with the last questions for Coach.
Hey, Coach, anytime you head to Lawrence, obviously the atmosphere and the fog becomes a storyline. But when you have veteran guys like Jordan who have played all over the ACC in those environments, and then your experience this year at Auburn, you kind of talked about that. How much does that, I don't want to say mitigate, but give you confidence that they'll be able to handle that atmosphere from the jump Saturday?
Well, you know, we talked to our guys about the noise is an opportunity for leadership. You know, when you hear that, it should register, hey, this is an opportunity to lead, to communicate with your team, to have that, let them know that you're under control. You know, it's every atmosphere, you know, the more you play in them, but I know the Fogs is one of the elite atmospheres. So, you know, we played in some good atmospheres. They played in some noisy atmospheres. So, but it's an opportunity for leadership. We can't let, you know, like I said, they get running in that environment, and you've got to, you know, really control the pace if it starts getting really, you know, loud and upbeat. But guys, we've played in some loud atmospheres, and you need veterans to step up. To your point with Jordan, you need guys that have been in those atmospheres to have a calming effect on the whole team.
To piggyback real quick, you talked about limiting them running. How much you talked after the Texas Tech game, the second half specifically, kind of limiting Tech getting able to run off turnovers, things like that. How much that can you spin into this weekend as far as trying to get back in transition and play that good transition defense you need?
Ryan, we talked about it a lot. I mean, we had 16 points off turnovers in the first half and 2 in the second. I mean, there's reasons why you win and there's reasons why you lose. And, you know, we couldn't go on that pace. We were talking about it, you know, just we're giving up. Just take care of the ball, get good shots, and then we got to get back on D, get our transition defense set. But yeah, we definitely are parlayed that into this game on how much we took care of the ball that second half against Texas Tech. We were simple. We didn't try to make high degree difficulty plays every time down. And that comes with an understanding of how to win.
For more information, you can visit tulsaworld.com.